You know the feeling, right? You're booking a flight from Europe to South India, and suddenly you're staring down endless layovers and these hidden fees that just seem to magically appear out of nowhere at checkout. It's a massive headache. Well, today, we are breaking down the Dublin to Chennai route for 2026. We've pulled together the ultimate insights to save you time, money, and honestly, a whole lot of stress. Okay, let's dive into this explainer.
So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with routes and airlines, move on to the fare calendar, uncover the true cost formula, dodge those sneaky payment traps, specifically the DCC trap, which you absolutely need to know about. And finally, we'll wrap up with the new mandatory 2026 arrival rules and immigration fines you definitely don't want to get hit with.
All right, Section 1, Routes and Airlines. Choosing your path to MAA. Right off the bat, we have to acknowledge the reality here. There are no direct flights between Dublin and Chennai. So you're looking at a 14 to 20-hour journey with at least one stopover, usually via the Gulf or Frankfurt.
And the data brilliantly illustrates exactly what the skies look like on this route. Look at those numbers. One carrier completely dominates. Emirates runs a massive 42 weekly flights. Because they fly so incredibly often, they're the absolute undisputed choice for last-minute scheduling flexibility through Dubai. Following them, we've got Etihad with 20 flights, Qatar with 14, and Lufthansa bringing up the rear with 12.
But hey, frequency isn't everything, right? I mean, while Qatar offers a fantastic premium experience and Lufthansa gives you a pretty punishing 9.5-hour direct leg from Frankfurt. But look at Etihad. Etihad is the clear, undisputed winner for overall value in 2026. If you route through Abu Dhabi, starting prices sit around $358, and that final leg, it's blissfully short. We're talking just 2 hours and 55 minutes.
Let's move on to Section 2, the fare calendar, timing your booking. Because knowing who to fly with is only half the battle. Knowing when to buy, that is the ultimate insider hack for keeping your cash in your wallet.
So I've got to ask you, when do you think is the absolute, hands-down cheapest time to fly this route? Any guesses? A lot of people guess midwinter, maybe early spring, but the numbers actually reveal a very specific, almost hidden golden window.
Let's trace this out. The summer months, July and August, they are absolutely brutal. Peak prices soar way over $1,200 one way. And December? That's another trap altogether because of the holiday rush, keeping fares artificially high, around $800 to $1,100. But right after that summer chaos, September completely drops off a cliff. Fares plummet to between $358 and $570. It's wild. And to lock this incredible rate in, the data shows you should be booking exactly 40 days out from your travel date.
Oh, and here's a quick, brilliant little booking hack for you. If you find a great fare on a Friday, literally step away from the keyboard. Seriously, simply waiting until Sunday to hit that checkout button can shave an additional 6 to 13% off your headline fare. Patience literally pays off here.
Moving into Section 3, the true cost formula, unmasking hidden fees. Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is that it proves you can basically never trust those initial search engine prices. It all comes down to baggage allowances, which pretty much change everything. Check this out. Etihad's Economy Saver fare looks super tempting at first glance, but it caps you at a very strict 23-kilogram bag limit. The Flex fare, on the other hand, gives you 30 kilograms. And why does this matter so much? Well, if you pick the Saver fare and you happen to overpack, you're going to get hit with a severe $20 to $40 penalty for every single extra kilogram. Ouch.
So let's actually walk through the true cost formula here. When we map out the base fare, plus those extra checked bag fees, plus the Forex markups, the math flips completely upside down. A $358 Saver fare, once it gets hit with $140 in oversized fees and a $17 bank markup, suddenly costs $515. But the Flex fare, which looked pricier up front at $480, it has 0 extra fees. Crazy, right? It turns out the more expensive ticket is actually cheaper overall. All right, let's keep moving through your booking journey to Section 4, Payment Traps, protecting your money at checkout. Because as you finally reach that payment screen, the most dangerous hidden fees are quietly waiting for you. So the crucial point here is understanding dynamic currency conversion, or DCC. This sneaky trap happens when a website offers you the so-called convenience of paying in Indian rupees instead of euros. Honestly, don't fall for it. It adds a massive 4 to 8% markup right on top of your bank's standard Forex fees. If you combine that, you're inflating your bill by up to 11%. Always select euros at checkout.
To completely beat the banks at their own game, you'll want to use a 0% 4x markup card. Great options include NIO Global for prepaid, IDFC First for credit, or FI and Jupiter. If you just use standard Indian cards from, say, HDFC or SBI, they are going to smack you with a 3.5% markup plus an additional 18% GST right on top of that fee. No thank you.
Now, let's move on and see how this builds up to the climax of our journey. Section 5. Mandatory 2026 arrival rules. Don't get caught. This brings us to some extremely urgent legal changes that are going to be waiting for you the second you land in Chennai. Starting April 1st, 2026, those little paper immigration forms they hand out on the plane, they are gone forever. All foreign nationals and OCI cardholders absolutely must file a digital e-arrival card within 72 hours before flying. Listen, it only takes 5 minutes, but please do it from home. You really do not want to risk a spotty Wi-Fi connection trying to load this up during an airport layover. And for our OCI cardholders, the old U-Visa sticker requirement is officially a thing of the past. You just need your valid foreign passport and your OCI booklet. But here is the catch. If you get a new passport, you have exactly 3 months to update your OCI portal. Forget to do it, and Chennai Immigration will slap you with a brand new $25 fine right upon arrival. It's such an easily avoidable mistake, but an incredibly frustrating way to start your trip.
So what does this all mean for you? Are you going to let the airlines quietly dictate your costs, or are you going to take full control of your next trip to Chennai? By mastering the fare calendar, dodging that awful DCC trap, and doing the true cost math on your bags, the power is totally back in your hands. Remember to check out myflightoffers.com for even more insider hacks like point-of-sale arbitrage. Next time you see a supposedly cheap flight online, ask yourself, what is it really costing you? Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next explainer.